Welcome to our channel, Creating Essence. I am Megan. Thank you so much for stopping by today. It is a very exciting day in our house. What day is it, kiddos?
Beef Day!
It's Beef Day! Beef Day is the day that once a year we drive about a 5-hour round trip to go pick up our half a cow, which is our year supply of organic grass-fed beef. We were really blessed to be able to find someone pretty quickly after we moved to Virginia who not only does really high quality grass-fed beef, but they follow Joel Salatin's practices for the mob grazing, the salad bar beef, stuff like that. So it is really the best of quality for both the animals and for the farm and sustainability of the earth. It is absolutely the best beef that we have ever had, and we get it really affordably. When we buy it by the half cow, we get it for $6 a pound, and while that may seem a little bit expensive for plain ground beef, it's actually not, because if you go to our local grocery store before all this pandemic stuff hit, when prices were normal, a single pound of grass-fed organic beef, just the ground beef, was $7.99 a pound. So it's even a good deal for ground beef, but when you consider that you're also getting things like steaks, prime rib, all the fancy things for that same flat per pound rate, it is an incredible deal that cannot be beat. And for the quality, it's an amazing resource. We get our beef from Hawkfield Manor. I will post a link to their Facebook page down below in case you want to check it out. For us, being in Virginia, it is well worth the drive. They are located in North Carolina. It is worth the drive for the price and the quality. And we actually get really excited about this drive for other reasons. Sally, what was special about this drive last year? Do you remember what we saw? The cows. We did see cows. What else did we see on this drive?
A bear.
A bear, that's right. We saw a bear running across the road because we were out in the mountains, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure my kids now hope that we see a bear like we did last year. Maybe it can be a little more anticlimactic than last year, because last year it ran out in the road and I almost hit it. I don't really want us to almost hit a bear this year. We are joined by a very handsome chauffeur this year who's eating his breakfast, so I'm not going to film him because he wants to be filmed while they're eating. Given my... What? We don't have any food with us right now. We'll get some food. No, Daddy didn't have breakfast this morning. That's why he's having breakfast right now, honey. Given that I am very pregnant, my husband didn't really want me making this really long round trip by myself, so he's taking the day off to be our chauffeur. And Sally's whining. Who would have guessed?
I don't like peppers, but I might eat no peppers.
That's fine.
I don't like peppers.
What did Daddy give you, Sally? Did he give you the rest of his burrito? Sally might be a little bit spoiled. But then again, it's more for us because we don't really want to listen to him whining. He had breakfast before we left, but he's just sitting there whining that he's hungry. I think it's one of those boredom hungers. But he has a burrito now.
That's a lot bigger than the other one.
Yeah.
This is yours. Oh my.
Don't care.
Oh, the burgers and steak in the world of my mind.
income, not so much of a world. So yesterday afternoon didn't really go as planned. We drove home, stopped on our way to give the other half of beef that we brought home with us to a local family who had bought the other half of the cow. Stopped and picked up a huge Thai food feast of takeout to bring home with us, because by the time we got home it was after 3 p.m. and we hadn't eaten since breakfast around 7:30, so we were all pretty hungry. Put all the beef away, enjoyed a nice dinner lunchish thing together, and then just kind of spent the rest of the day watching movies as a family in a food coma. But I wanted to give you all a look at what half a cow, this time 250 pounds of grass-fed, organic, mob grazed, totally awesome beef actually looks like. Because a lot of people think 250 pounds is a lot, and then other people, when they actually see it cut up and packaged, like, wow, that doesn't look like much. That's 250 pounds? Well, here's what it actually looks like in our space. So we do not have a full-size freezer. It's our tiny pantry, but we have about a half-size chest freezer. And right now it is completely full of beef, which is awesome. It also had some overflow into our refrigerator freezer. Not too much, but we pulled things that we use the most, like lots of ground beef, different things like that, to put here in the kitchen freezer that is side by side with our refrigerator. And that is what half of an Angus looks like in the freezer. It's beautiful outside. I have to show you this, not on the topic of beef. We had an evening thunderstorm come through that is just finishing up over there. And then we have our usual sunset starting to happen over there. It is just lovely, all this dampness and the sun, the fog that's coming off of it. It's just beautiful. It's hard to capture on camera. I'll just enjoy the magic myself. Anyway, that amount of beef will last our large family a solid year. We already have another half cow scheduled for butchering the end of next April. So it'll be a little less than a year. And that honestly works perfectly for us. At some point, we would really love to have this space for a full-size freezer to get a whole cow, because we would really love to eat more of the incredibly high quality beef that we get from them than we do of the different meat products that at this point we still have to source from the grocery store. For now, we're growing where we're planted. And for now, that's in this house on 1 acre of land. And we're grateful for every bit of it. I would love to hear if you all do bulk meat purchasing, where you source it. Like I said at the beginning, we've been getting ours from a family ranch in northern North Carolina called Hawkfield Manor for the last 6 years, and it is fantastic quality, incredible prices. They're now doing chicken and things like that too. So if you are in North Carolina, Virginia, even Maryland and West Virginia, check them out. They use a USDA licensed butcher for their work. It is professionally harvested and cut up. And no, I gain nothing from saying all this. This is just a reflection of our experience and how they do things. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us for this very exciting annual event we call Beef Day. If you like this video, as always, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to hang out for more. We'll see you again soon.